This week in AQ3D, Mother's Day, as well as the Heroic Essence trade for the Blue-Eyed Soul Dragon variants. I can show some images of those if you haven't already seen my previous video covering that. The Guild Spotlight, as well as a Player Housing Spotlight. May the 4th, Screenshot Contest is happening as we speak. This year, we're bringing back the 4th and leveling it up because for 2025, we're welcoming both regular screenshots and sandbox housing builds into the contest. 2 grand prizes await, one for the best screenshot entry and one for the best player housing entry. How to enter? Snap your best AQ3D screenshots with totally non-copyright infringing Star Wars twist, up to 4 screenshots allowed. Upload your screenshots in the comments below or the socials or this Discord thing, and I'll have a link to this design note in the description so you can go and click on that, which will take you right to here with the access to all of these things. So you can post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Make sure to include your character name. Some fun May the 4th ideas. Dress up like cosplaying Jedi, Sith, droid, bounty hunter, or another fan favorite. Recreate iconic Star Wars moments. Make a Star Wars meme. Build a Star Wars themed house or house items. And if building a house, only Han Solo builders are eligible to win the grand prize. However, team builds are welcome to enter, but will only be eligible for treasure chest prizes or only to the player names listed in the entry, and only to the players. This starts on Saturday, which was just the other day, and it ends next week. The grand prize for the best sandbox house is 2,000 dragon crystals. The best screenshot gets 1,000. Second place winners gets Emperor chest. You get a Warlord's chest for third, and runner-ups get the Soldier's chest. Those of you who saw my last AQ3D video saw the armored blue-eyed soul dragon as well as this other stuff here. So this is what's going to be coming this week along with that other stuff. So the spectral blue-eyed soul dragon travel form. There's 3 different versions of those travel forms and then 3 different pets. Now these are not grindable. I mean, you can grind them, but this is more about just unlocking them as you are playing through the game. Also right up here, look, loot and equip. This is a quest probably for the new intro because it says loot and equip the torn cloak, which I'm pretty sure that's something that's available from the current intro. Now it also mentioned the poll, the Frogzards versus Drickens, and what's crazy is it actually ended 50-50. That's kind of nuts. We've got some more images. You can see some of the characters here on the new map, and there's a dog walking around. And then another image, you can see some of the mushrooms here. There's the dog, and there's one last shot. And the comment that went along with this simply said, "What the dog doing?" Look at this. That is so cute. And then there's one other one. Look at that, though. Isn't that adorable? Now, Loki Mustard said, Beline teased new critters a few months back, and we never heard anything about it. What's going on with that? And Clarion said, this is part of those critters. We also get an image of the work in progress for Greenguard's medium armor. Obviously not colored yet, but you can see the image right there. That is actually pretty nice. We have another image of a kitten, Meowmere, with a little bit more information. He lives in Mossmere, and he's a cat, so his name is Meowmere. Speaking of cats, we have a small video that Clarion posted showing Elma the Trouble. Look at the Trouble Elma. Setting up stuff in Mossmere, one goal is to have some optional tutorials around to teach secondary game mechanics like fishing, augments, etc. You've got one character here, Rod, and then another one named Real. When asked about mining, he said he wants to add mining at some point. One last thing, do you prefer text being broken up like this or being one long panel to read? This being one of the long panels, which I am not a fan of long, so having more bite-sized options like this is a much better idea in my personal opinion. But that is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching and keep those swords swinging.